Hello students, in last class we discussed about energies of orbitals. In case of multi-electron system, the energy decided by n plus L rule. In case of uni-electron system like hydrogen, the energy mainly depends only on n but not n plus L. So in last class up to that we taught, continuation to that last class. After that a small note point is there, important note point. So this also you should remember, very important. The energy of subshells, the energy of subshells in the same main shell, the energy of subshells in the same main shell decreases with increase in atomic number. Atomic number denoted by the symbol Z. So in the same main shell, we know that in the main shells there are subshells. In the subshells there are some subshells, so called orbitals. So in the same main shell, the energy of subshell mainly depends on atomic number. Instead of n plus L rule, atomic number. With increase in atomic number, the energy decreases. Just for understanding purpose here, I am considering one example. So this is very important. The order of energies of 2s orbital of first group elements I am considering hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium. Now in all these 2s orbital energy they are asking. If you are applying n plus L rule for all these n plus L values same, n also same. Here n plus L value what? 2 plus 0, 2. N plus L value same. Then we are thinking that energy is also same. Not correct. N also same for all these. Hydrogen n value 2, here also lithium 2, sodium 2, n is nothing but coefficient, potassium also 2. Here n plus L value same, n also same. In such case, the energy mainly depends on atomic number. So with increase in atomic number, energy decreases. Therefore, what is the order? Hydrogen less atomic number. Less atomic number means energy is more. Therefore, 2s orbital of hydrogen is more energetic than lithium, which is more energetic than sodium, which is more energetic than potassium. Just you should remember that 2s orbital of hydrogen energy is more than that of 2s orbital of lithium, which is more than that of 2s orbital of sodium, which is more than that of 2s orbital of potassium. So here hydrogen atomic number is less, energy is more. So just you should remember that whenever same main shell is given, in such case energy, whenever same main shell is given, here main shell is second main shell, 2s second main shell, energy is inversely proportional to atomic number Z. Energy is inversely proportional to atomic number Z. Hydrogen atomic number is less, therefore energy more. Next, potassium atomic number is more, that's why energy is less. So this relation you should remember. Otherwise, simply you should remember that energy basic formula En equal to minus 13.6 into Z square by N square. So here N main shell. What is that main shell? Second shell. So N is 2. In case of hydrogen, minus 13.6 into Z value what? 1 square by N value 2 square 4 minus 3.4 electron volts. Similarly, lithium I am calculating minus 13.6 into lithium atomic number what? 3. Hydrogen, helium, lithium 3 square by 4. Therefore, here what you will get? Minus 13.6 by 4 is nothing but minus 3.4 into 9. Minus 3.4 into 9, what you will get? 4 into 9, 36. 3 left. 9 into 3, 27. 27 plus 3, 30. Therefore, minus 30.6. Minus 30.6. Therefore, lithium energy is what? Minus 30.6 electron volts. Now, if you are comparing these two values, which is higher value? Minus 3.4 is higher than minus 30.6. Lower the negative value means total value is more. Therefore, hydrogen energy is more than that of lithium. So, this point also you should remember. The energy of subshells in the same main shell decreases with increasing atomic number. Otherwise, simply should remember that whenever same main shell is given, in such case energy inversely proportional to atomic number. Therefore, energy of 2s orbital of hydrogen is more than that of 2s orbital of lithium, which is more than that of 2s orbital of sodium, which is more than that of 2s orbital of potassium. So this is about energies of orbitals. After that, next concept is electronic configuration. Next concept is electronic configuration. Next concept is electronic configuration. Short form is EC. Electronic configuration, short form EC. Electronic configuration means the distribution of electrons into various orbitals, known as electronic configuration. The distribution of electrons, anyhow definition not important, the distribution of electrons into various orbitals known as the distribution of electrons into various orbitals known as electronic configuration. With the help of one method, NLX method, with the help of NLX method we can write electronic configuration. Here N stands for principal quantum number, L indicates subshell, it may be S, P, D, F. Here X indicates number of electrons, X indicates number of electrons. So with the help of NLX notation we can write electronic configuration. So before writing the electronic configuration, the electronic configuration can be written with the help of three rules. With the help of three rules we can write the electronic configuration. So rules for writing the electronic configuration. Rules for writing the electronic configuration. So there are three rules for writing the electronic configuration. First one is half-bow principle. Easy. Half-bow principle. Half-bow, scientist name in German, it is actually German word. Half-bow means to build up. Half-bow means to build up. So what is that half-bow principle? According to half-bow principle, so what is meant by electronic configuration? The distribution of electrons into various orbitals. While filling the orbitals with electrons, lower energy orbital is filled first, followed by higher energy orbital. So what is that half-bow principle? Electrons are distributed in the various orbitals in the increasing order of their energies. In the increasing order of their energies. So electrons are filled into various orbitals. Electrons are filled into various orbitals in the increasing order of increasing order of their energies. The increasing order of their energies. That is, lower energy orbital is filled first, followed by higher energy orbital. That is, lower energy orbital is filled first. Lower energy orbital is filled first, followed by higher energy orbital. Lower energy orbital is filled first, followed by higher energy orbital. So lower energy orbital is filled first, followed by higher energy orbital. So that is Higgs-Boson principle. So according to Higgs-Boson principle, first of all lower energy orbital is filled first, then higher energy orbital. So here a small diagram, I will draw the small diagram. With the help of the diagram we can arrange the energies of various orbitals. So the diagram name is Moeller diagram. Moeller diagram. So we know that in first shell only one subshell is there, that is S1s. In second shell two subshells are there, S and P, therefore 2s 2p. In third shell three subshells are there, SPD. So in quantum numbers we discussed number of subshells in any main shell equal to n. So in third shell three subshells are there, in fourth shell four subshells, in fifth shell five subshells. Third main shell three subshells are there, 3s 3p 3d. In fourth main shell four subshells are there, 4s 4p 4d 4f. Like that. In fifth main shell five subshells are there, 5s 5p 5d 5f 5z, like that. Anyhow, up to now how many elements are there? For all the elements 5 f orbital is enough. So if any new elements will discover in future, then we are using z subshell. Up to now for all that elements we are using f subshell. Now among all, here apply n plus l rule, multi-electron system. Only exceptional case is in case of hydrogen. So apply n plus l rule. Here n plus l is less, therefore 1s is lowest energy. So just you should remember like this. First of all 1s orbital is filled first, then followed by 2s, next 2p 3s. In horizontal manner you have to see 3p 4s, next 3d 4p 5s, like that. Therefore here I am writing order of energies of various orbitals. Order of energies of various orbitals. Lowest energy 1s, after 1s 2s, next 2p, next 3s, next, so 1s 2s 2p 3s 3p, next 4s, after 4s 3d, next 4p, next 5s, and so on. So while filling these orbitals, first of all electron enters into 1s, after completion of 1s 2s, after completion of 2s 2p, after completion of 2p 3s, and so on. So this order you should remember, 1s 2s 2p 3s 3p 4s, like that. So this is Higgs-Boson principle. Next, second one, Pauli's exclusion principle. Pauli's exclusion principle. Second one is Pauli's exclusion principle. So what is that statement? So no two electrons can have same set of all four quantum numbers. Same set of all four quantum numbers. So this is the statement. So what is Pauli's exclusion principle? No two electrons in any atom, no two electrons can have same set of all four quantum numbers. One more statement is there. An orbital can accommodate only two electrons. An orbital means px, py, pz, like that. An orbital can accommodate only two electrons. An orbital can accommodate only two electrons with opposite spins. With opposite spins. So according to Pauli's exclusion principle, an orbital accommodates only two electrons with opposite spins. Our first statement, no two electrons can have same set of all four quantum numbers. Just for understanding purpose, one example I am considering helium. Just for understanding purpose, helium, atomic number 2. Therefore, electronic configuration is 1s2. Electronic configuration is 1s2. So, according to second statement, this 1s orbital accommodates only 2 electrons with opposite spin. This is upward spin, this is downward spin. This is plus half, this is minus half. Now here I am writing 4 quantum numbers of these 2 electrons. 4 quantum numbers I am writing here. So, first electron 4 quantum numbers, second electron 4 quantum numbers, here I am writing. Second electron and the first electron 4 quantum numbers. So, N, L, M, S. First electron, this is first electron. Present in which main shell? First main shell. Therefore, N indicates main shell, 1. L, subshell. This first electron present in which subshell? S subshell. S subshell means L is 0. L0 means M also 0. Here, upward direction. Upward direction is clockwise direction plus half. Next, this is second electron. Second electron also present in first main shell. N indicates main shell, 1. Second electron also present in S subshell. For S subshell, L value 0. L0 means M also 0. This electron is downward direction, anti-clockwise direction, minus half. Therefore, for these 2 electrons, all 4 quantum numbers are not same. Even though N, L, M are same, S is not same. That's why in any atom, no 2 electrons can have same set of all 4 quantum numbers. So all these values are not same. Even though 3 values are same, 4th value not same. That means 4th value is exclusion. So these 3 values are same. 3 values are included. 4th value is not included. It is exclusion. Exclusion means different. That's why the name came as Pauli's exclusion principle. Pauli's exclusion principle. Next, third one, Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Third rule is Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Multiplicity means here spin multiplicity. Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. So what is that Hund's rule means? In case of degenerated orbitals, in case of degenerated orbitals, degenerate orbitals means which are having same energy. So it is a Latin word. Degeneracy means same energy. Degenerate orbitals means having same energy. Having same energy. So in case of degenerated orbitals means which are having same energy. In case of degenerate orbitals, pairing up of electrons does not take place. Pairing up of electrons does not takes place. Pairing up of electrons does not takes place until each orbital is singly filled. Until each orbital is singly filled. Until each orbital is singly filled. So this is the Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Whenever singly filled, then spin multiplicity is more. That's why the name came as maximum multiplicity. So what is Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity? In case of degenerated orbitals means which are having same energy. Otherwise, just for understanding purpose, I am considering P subshell. In the P subshell, 3 orbitals are there: Px, Py, Pz. All these are having same energy. That's why these are known as threefold degenerated orbitals. Threefold degenerated orbitals. Why these are known as threefold degenerated orbitals? All these are having same energy. Similarly, if you are considering D subshell, there 5 orbitals are there: dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square, y square, dz square. So all these are having same energy. All these are having same energy. That's why these are known as five-fold degenerate orbitals. Five-fold degenerated orbitals. So in case of degenerate orbitals, first of all, each orbital is singly filled. Just for understanding purpose, p subshell I am taking. All are having same energy. Whenever same energy there, first of all, each orbital is singly filled. Then only pairing takes place. So in case of degenerate orbital, pairing up of electrons does not takes place until each orbital is singly filled. Whenever each orbital is singly filled, then only pairing takes place. So for understanding purpose, example I am considering. So nitrogen, atomic number 7. Electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Now 1s2 completely filled, 2s2 also completely filled, 2p3, 2p3. So here 3 electrons are there. The 3 electrons we have to show like this. If we will show like this, 2 electrons here and 1 electron here, wrong. Why? All these 3 orbitals are equal energies. That's why first of all each orbital is singly filled. Then only if any unpaired electrons are there, then only if any electrons are there, then pairing takes place. So 2p3, 1, 1, 1. Because all these are having same energies, that's why each orbital is singly filled. If any extra electrons are there, then only pairing takes place. Therefore, here 3 unpaired electrons are present. 3 unpaired electrons are present according to which rule? Hund's rule. For example, if you are writing like this, nitrogen electronic atomic number is 7, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. If this 2p3, if we will show like this, here also singly filled. If we will show like this is wrong. If we will show like this, spin multiplicity is very less value, because here each unpaired electrons minus half, minus half, minus half, minus 3 by 2. Here plus half, plus half, plus half. Here multiplicity is plus 3 by 2. Therefore, always we should get more multiplicity. In which case we are getting more multiplicity? In first case we are getting more multiplicity. Therefore, we have to show like this, but not like this. Even though here 3 unpaired electrons are there, spin multiplicity is less. Spin multiplicity is less. That's why we have to show like this. That's why the name came as maximum multiplicity. Similarly, oxygen, atomic number 8, 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Here 2p4 is there. If we will write like this, wrong. Why? All these are having same energy. Whenever same energy there, first of all each orbital is singly filled. First of all each orbital is singly filled, then only pairing takes place. Here how many unpaired electrons are there? 2 unpaired electrons. How many unpaired electrons? 2 unpaired electrons according to Hund's rule. Lastly, fluorine 9. 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. Here how many unpaired electrons? 1 unpaired electron. 1 unpaired electron according to Hund's rule. So this is Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. With the help of these 3 rules, we can write the electronic configuration of all the elements. Electronic configuration of all the elements. Now we will write the electronic configuration of first 30 elements. Electronic configuration of first 30 elements. Electronic configuration of first 30 elements. So here element, atomic number and electronic configuration. So element hydrogen, helium, lithium, hydrogen, helium, lithium. Fourth one beryllium, boron, carbon. Atomic number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So electronic configuration: hydrogen 1s1, helium 1s2, lithium 1s2, 2s1. 1s is completely filled. After complete filling, electron enters into 2s. Follow this diagram: 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 3d, 4s, like that. First of all, 1s. 1s is completely filled. After completion of 1s, electron enters into 2s. Therefore, 2s1. Beryllium 1s to 2s2. Like that, we have to write up to 20. From 21 to 30, I will discuss. Like that, we have to write homework. Up to 20 elements. Already we studied in lower standard. Up to 20 elements, you can write electronic configuration. From 21 to 30, I will discuss. That also you studied in second year. D block elements. That also you studied in second year. D block elements. Element, atomic number, electronic configuration. So 21st element scandium, atomic number 21. So nearest noble gas is what? Argon. Atomic number 18, argon. So argon means 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. This is argon. Nearest noble gas, short form. After 3p6, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. After 3p6 up to here over. After 3p6 electron enters into 4s, 4s2. After 4s2 up to here 20 over. Argon 4s2. Argon 4s2. So argon 18 plus 2 20. 1 left. Therefore after 4s electron enters into 3d1. So therefore 3d1. So this is the electronic configuration of scandium. Or for convenient purpose, we can rewrite like this. Out of third shell and fourth shell, actual representation is this is correct. So while removing the electrons, always we have to remove electron from outermost shell. Out of third and fourth shell, total 4 shells are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 3d1, 4s2. Out of third shell and fourth shell is outermost shell. While removing the electron, we have to first of all remove electron from fourth shell. That's why first of all inner shell first I will write 3d1, 4s2. So these both representations are correct. 3d1, 4s2, scandium. Next, titanium. 22nd element, scandium, titanium, 22. Vanadium, 23. Chromium, this is exceptional case. Chromium, 24. Manganese, 25. Iron, 26. Scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron. So titanium. So we are following this one because sometimes ions electronic configuration they will give. So argon, my advice is first of all, lastly 4s2 how to write down. After argon 4s2. Check like this. Argon 18. 18 plus 2, 20. Shortage of 2 electrons. Therefore 3d2. Next, argon. Lastly 4s2 how to write down. 18 plus 2, 20. Here 23 there. Shortage of 3d3. So here argon. Lastly 4s2. 18 plus 2, 20. Here 4 shortage. Therefore 3d4. So like this we have to write electronic configuration. This is expected electronic configuration. This is expected electronic configuration, but actual configuration is 3d5 4s1. Why means lastly I will discuss. 3d5 4s1. Next, manganese Ar. Lastly 4s2. 18 plus 2 20. Here shortage of 5. 3d5. Next, Ar 3d6 4s2 up to iron over. Next, after iron, next one cobalt 27. Next, nickel 28. Next, copper exceptional case 29. Lastly zinc 30. How can you write? Ar 3d7 4s2. Here Ar 3d8 4s2. Actually we have to write down 3d9 4s2. Exceptional case Ar 3d10 4s1. Here Ar 3d10 4s2. So this is about electronic configuration of first 30 elements. So this is the electronic configuration of first 30 elements. Now I will discuss that exceptional electronic configuration of chromium and copper. So up to first 30 elements, two elements are having exceptional electronic configuration. So exceptional electronic configuration of chromium and copper, or if you are observing chromium electronic configuration 3d5, copper 3d10. 3d5 means half filled, 3d10 means completely filled. Three D five 4s1, 3d10 4s1. Anyhow 4s1 common. 3d5 exactly half filled, 3d10 completely filled. Or we can study it is nothing but generally half filled and completely filled orbitals are more stable. Why means I will discuss. Or extra stability of why half filled and completely filled are more stable, now we will discuss. Extra stability of half filled